Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, December 30th. This is, again, continuation, oh my god, continuation, that's what I was trying to say, sleep deprived, of my DVD Blu-ray book updates, and as I sat down, I forgot to bring out the couple CDs I got, but they were just the soundtrack to Godzilla and the new Eminem CD with Monster with him and Rihanna. So that's it. I have a shitload to go through, so I will just get started. First off, the books. I got the next one in the I Am Number 4 series, The Revenge of Seven, which was pretty good. I enjoy these. It's just too bad the movie wasn't well received, because I would have loved to see the other books get turned into movies. And Book 5 of the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan, Blood of Olympus. I'm almost done this. I love his books too, like the Kane Chronicles and of course the Percy Jackson series. Really the only romance stuff I have in my collection is by Nicholas Sparks. I've got At First Sight and The Best of Me. I don't know which one I liked the most. I love both. Though this one seems to almost like he's trying to recapture the Notebook kind of thing. So, and I know they made it into a movie and it wasn't really well received. But then again, you don't get a lot of promos for them anymore. And the next three are the newest in the Doctor Who books. Silhouette, The Blood Cell, and The Crawling Terror. And I can say I like Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. I think he's done a great job. Because I know some people were bitching because he is older. He's like 55 and everybody's like, why is an old guy? Well, the very first Doctor was in his early 60s when he did it. So, I think he's doing a fantastic job. And the Christmas special was great. I was so looking forward to it, though I kind of waited 2 days after Christmas to watch it. Because Nick Frost was in it. And I got the other Doctor Who one, The Engines of War. And on my Doctor Who app, we got some good news. John Hurt is getting knighted. And it's about bloody time. And then those 4 books were pretty damn good. Okay, this got weirdly recommended to me because, as you can tell, I have a couple of books here. Yes, they are the 50 Shades of Grey. Yes, I enjoy them. But, I mean, I've read more graphic stuff on fanfiction. Like, any kind of fanfiction. But because I like that, somebody thought I'd like this. It's called Hardwire. And it is. It's got more story to it. There isn't any of that S&M stuff, though. To tell you the truth, I don't care. I'm not a prude, like I said in my last video. But I enjoyed this. I couldn't put it down. And the next 2 are part of that Vampire Academy series. I have Book 2, Frostbite, and Book 3, Shadow Kiss. I enjoy these books too. Like, usually in it took me only a month to read all 6 of these books, and usually it takes me a while. And since I really got into that Hardwired, I got Hard Pressed, which is Book 2, and Hardline, which is Book 3. Yeah, you know, they're good for what they are. They're just something to kill the time, but I found them quite enjoyable. And then I have Book 4, Blood Promise, and Book 5, The Last Sacrifice. I don't know but I got so into this author's books, Rochelle Mead, that her Bloodline series I started reading, and then found out she's done some science fiction, more adult, because obviously these are like teenage books, like young adult kind of things. But yeah, I prefer, even though, I mean, hello, got this stuff. I prefer reading young adult stuff because I have such an active imagination and shit. Okay, now we finally go on to the Blu-rays, and I have a lot. This shows what I got in October and November. First one up, I was so gonna get this. I was gonna get it from the UK because they had the Steelbook, but I found it for $14.99 at HMV, and I couldn't turn it down, and that, of course, is Ghostbusters 2. it's Ghostbusters. I'm not too keen on the third one. I think it's just a little too late, and the fact that Harold Ramis is no longer with us, I think don't do it. I always enjoyed this one. I don't know why people had a problem with it. This scared me more than the first one. I saw the first one when I was 3. And I picked up the 30th anniversary Blu-ray of Silent Night, Deadly Night. Not exactly the best quality, but I'm happy I have it on Blu-ray. And speaking of which, if any of you guys collect those Arrow Video DVDs from the UK, please let me know. I will send you my Silent Night, Deadly Night one. So please let me know if there's any takers. And I was gonna get it. I don't care. I had to get it, guys, because it's a fucking awesome set. And I know. I've kept some of them. I kept my Digibook of Halloween. I kept the other two Scream Factory releases of Halloween 2 and 3. I've kept my other the Universal one because of Terror in the Isles. And I kept my double feature of Halloween 1 and 2, Rob Zombie's ones, because those ones are the theatrical cut, and these two are unrated. I haven't really watched this yet, but it will be on my 31 Days of Horror, and this time I plan to watch film series more. But yeah, I couldn't turn this set down. It's just an absolutely beautiful set. And this I've heard a lot about, so I figure I'd check this out too, and that is the complete first season of American Horror Story, so can't really say too much about that. Another one of those Toho Godzilla ones, but it's not Godzilla, believe it or not. It's Rebirth of Mothra 1, 2, and 3. And I hate it. I bought the DVD that had 1 and 2, and then 2 months later this got announced. I'm like, why do I do this? I've seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen number 3. And I picked up Swamp Thing, the Scream Factory release, and I enjoy the hell out of this one. It is so much fun. It's goofy fun, and Wes Craven is just awesome, so... Oh, excuse me. Who cares, right? And I picked up the Blu-ray for The Fault in Our Stars. I read the book and really, really enjoyed it. So, unfortunately, I didn't get around to watching this year. So, hopefully I can really get into it. Holy shit, I didn't know he was in this. Sam from True Blood is in this, so whoa! And, of course, I picked up X-Men Days of Futures Past. Futures Past. I always say Futures Past. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. So I love where they're going with the new cast as well. And I love the meeting between the young Professor X and the old one. That was just a great scene. And I picked up Joyride. I got to see this in the theater back in 2001. Putting it off because it was so expensive, and finally found it for a decent price. Same as with this, Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, so now I've got the whole series, and one of these days I'm going to sit down and watch them. I actually enjoyed this. I saw it in the theater. I know people hated the ending of this one, and I actually enjoyed the ending of this one. Picked up Sinister, which was a blind buy, and watched in my 31 Days of Horror, and man, it was freaky. Like, I gave it a 7 out of 10, and not because there was no gore, but I mean, it was kind of freaky in a lot of the scenes. And one of my favorite movies from my childhood, I got to see this in the drive-in, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So it's so sad that Bob Hoskins is no longer with us. I mean, the man went to 2 of my favorite places, Toontown and Neverland. It's going to be a long time before I ever see Hook again, because I took Robin Williams' death extremely hard. I know I got this from eBay because the prices up here are just ridiculous. 3 TV shows I got on eBay for under $25 with free shipping, because all 3 of them here they want $49 for. So I picked up the complete 6th season of Castle. I love this show. It's just awesome. Hope it goes on for another couple of years. Hey, you stay. You stay. It's not listening to me. Oh. I don't care if you fall over, because you're the bunch that's next. Ah, there we go. So went to our Target and found this, and I was like, I have to pick it up, and it's the Target exclusive steelbook of The Edge of Tomorrow, another one that I unfortunately put out too late. Hopefully I'll watch it in the new year. And yes, I do have a copy of this, but I know people who have like 10 copies of the same movie. But I got this because Target had their own special features and had one that my other Blu-ray got from work didn't have. And of course I got the Target one for Godzilla. Different cover, both on that. And the thing right here, the Godzilla Rebirth of an Icon, that's not on the other one. And everybody's probably thinking, you spent that money for one thing. Like I said, I know people who've got 10 copies of one film. Andrew Bella is one of them. I swear that man has 20 copies, either on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray of John Carpenter's Halloween. So I'm in very good company. So, and I picked up The Purge, Anarchy. Never got around to watching that in my 31 Days of Horror, which really pissed me off. And next one up on my finally got another Criterion Collection Blu-ray. I picked up Ang Lee's Ride of the Devil. I watched part of this on TV and I enjoyed it. I knew Tobey Maguire and Skeet Ulrich was in this, but I had no idea Simon Baker was in this. And of course Jeffrey Wright, who would go on to play Felix Leiter in James Bond. So yeah, I enjoyed it for what I saw. I got the Twilight Blu-ray of the remake of The Blob. I haven't watched this in a long time, but I remember enjoying it. And I'd love to get the Steve McQueen version on Criterion Collection. And yes, I today pre-ordered the 30th anniversary edition of Fright Night. Yeah! Not my type of movie, but we know Simon Baker's in this, particularly Justin, because you remember my comment. And that is The Devil Wears Prada. Not my type of movie. I've watched it a couple of times on television. I was like, this ain't bad. My comment, because Justin got this in one of his last videos, and I told him one of the enjoyable things about this, Simon Baker in a towel. Yeah. Yes, I'm a pervert. And I got the Twilight Time Blu-ray of Mind Warp with Bruce Campbell. I've only seen this once, but I remember enjoying it when I was younger, so I can't really say too much, because I don't really remember anything. Another Godzilla double feature, and I got Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Don't really care for that one, because look, he got no eyes. I hate that. And Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, which was really, really good. And I got it's in a DVD snapper case. Oh, The Affair of the Necklace. And another thing Simon Baker was in, but there's a couple of people in this I like. So, it might be okay. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I also like Hilary Swank. Got the Blu-ray for Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs. I think one of the first Wes Craven films I saw as a child. And, picked up Rob Zombie's The Lords of Salem. I watched this for the first time on iTunes, and it was okay. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. But I notice a lot with his movies, when I watch it with the commentary, I like it more, and that was no exception. And I picked up the movie based on the books, Vampire Academy. I know this got panned so bad, but you never know, I might enjoy it. And I upgraded my DVD set to the Blu-ray set of the complete anthology of The Exorcist. So there we go. I haven't watched, I don't really know if I'll watch the second one, but I enjoy the third one. And I picked up With That Warning. Very good kind of Predator wannabe, though this came out 7 years before Predator, and guess who's playing the alien? Kevin Peter Hall! So that's all for November, and this is, or October's, and this is November's. By the way, guys, I've been noticing when I rewatch these videos, at some point my video moves in and out of focus for some reason. I don't know why that is, so if it's doing that, I apologize. So first one I picked up was Deliver Us from Evil. It was okay. It was 6 out of 10. I am keeping it because I liked Eric Bana and Edgar Ramirez together. I thought they gelled well together. So got The Legend of Zorro. I enjoy the Zorro films. I love The Mask of Zorro more. And got Mama. I've heard mainly mixed, but also mainly positive. Wrong Turn 6, The Last Resort, and nothing too special. Alice in Wonderland, finally found this for a decent price. This is a good example of I wish these damn Disney Blu-rays were decent price instead of wanting to pay your testicles for them, basically. My parents watched this on TV the other night. They caught, I think, the last half hour, 45 minutes of it, and they asked me if I had it. But it really got the fire under my ass to get it, because Mom and Dad want to watch it, and that is Elysium. And I have a feeling I like this. I'll love it, actually, because I love District 9. I thought that was a fantastic movie. And got the double feature for Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. I'm going to keep my Blu-ray for Jeepers Creepers, because I haven't checked this yet, but I don't know if there's any special features on there. But it's the only way to get Jeepers Creepers 2. Okay, the next bunch, one of my all-time favorite baseball movies, The Natural with Robert Redford. I saw this as a kid it really got me into wanting to play baseball. I got the remake of Endless Love, which I actually watched a little bit of it last night on TV, and I was like, oh, actually this ain't half bad. And I picked up Hercules. From what Mom and Dad said, it wasn't anything too special, so I'm kind of disappointed about that. And got the extended edition of The Distillation of Smog. And yes, I did see the new one, and I absolutely loved it. And love this. This one comes with a lot more special features and, of course, commentary. And I got Maleficent. This and the other three I got on my birthday, and actually watched this with my mom. I enjoyed this. This was so much fun. And you can tell Angelina Jolie was having a blast playing this character. And then I got a double feature set from the Scream Factory line. Bad Dreams and Visiting Hours. Both I'd never seen, but I'd always wanted to. Both pretty good. The Visiting Hours, just because of Michael Ironside, was creepy. Now this one, I've never been able to pronounce this word, but it's a vampire movie done by the guy who did Interview the Vampire. So I've heard a lot of positive reviews on this, and I found it for a decent price, so I grabbed it. Let's see. Next little bit, I picked up Clueless. It was only $8. Great comedy of the 90s. And one of my all-time favorite comedies, and this is proof, like in my last video, where I got that Sex and Death 101, and I got asked, why did I get that? And I said, because I'm not a prude. This is the reason I'm not a prude. I saw this when I was 3. Slapshot, you can't go wrong. Though, I didn't understand half of the jokes in the film. I understood the hockey, because obviously I'm Canadian, and I'm actually watching the Canucks game right now. Definite classic, it never gets old. Okay, this I just found at HMV, and it looked good because it's another one of those found footage films, and I personally like them, called Sex Tape. Oh my god, it was fucking terrible. It was just god-awful. I did not like it at all. And look, from the producer of Paranormal Activity and Insidious and the director of Candyman, so I thought, well, that should be good, especially since Candyman is such a great horror film. But yeah, if any of you want to see this, don't. I mean, I don't give 3 out of 10 too often, but oh my god, this was pure shit. So, pawn. And I got Hercules. I wanted to pick this up before it got put back in the vault, and I actually found it for $15, so same as with this, wasn't $15, but I thought, get it now before it goes into the vault. Sleeping Beauty. It basically came out to coincide with the Maleficent. I haven't watched this in years, so I can't remember. And picked up the second season of The Bates Motel. Awesome show. I love the fact that the house and the motel are just a couple of blocks away from my house. And picked up the complete 7th and final season of True Blood, and I'm so mad at myself. I was up to season 5 on this and The Mentalist, and then I kind of had to watch other stuff, and I totally fucked myself. So now I have to wait till the new year, because there's no way I was going to finish 24 episodes of this and 48 episodes of The Mentalist in a week, no matter how hard I try. And this is another example of getting the TV show on eBay. $49.99 there. Anywhere here, actually. $22 on eBay with free shipping, and that is the complete 9th season of Criminal Minds. I love this show. My parents don't know why I like it, but I'm weird. But I enjoy it. I love the cast, and I'm so behind on this. Like, I'd rather watch all, with the exception of, like, The Mentalist, Doctor Who, and Castle, I'd rather watch a lot of these shows on DVD, if that makes any sense at all. Another show I've heard a lot about, waited till the price went down to get it, and that is the complete first season of Hannibal, so can't wait to check this out. Again, $22 with free shipping, and got The Big Bang Theory Season 7. Can't go wrong with The Big Bang Theory. And I got the last one I needed now. I officially have everything on DVD and Blu-ray until they release some of the others on DVD onto Blu-ray. Godzilla vs. Megalon, and the picture is a lot better than the DVD. I also got the original 1981 film of Endless Love, so see what this is like. And I very much lucked out, and I got the Scream Factory release, the director's cut of Nightbreed. I have never seen this before, and there's a couple of things with this. I was disappointed, and I love Clive Barker, but the thing that really threw me for a loop, and this is going to make it sound very weird, the music, the score to this was, to me, extremely off. And I was like, who the hell is doing the score for this? And then I realized it was Danny Elfman, who's one of my favorite composers. But that was the thing. Every time I hear his music, I think of Tim Burton. So that's what I thought this... It totally went to a Tim Burton type place. But I don't want to get rid of it, because I didn't like Hellraiser the first time I watched it, and now I absolutely love it. So I'm going to keep it, and maybe for my next 31 Days of Horror, give it another shot, and hopefully I enjoy it. But I have to say I was kind of disappointed in that. And I got Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, and between this and 300, I enjoy this a lot more. To me, it was like, why did we have to wait so long for the sequels? I mean, we had to wait 9 years for this. I like the fact that Mickey Rourke was back, and Josh Brolin was good, but the highlight of this, and I think a lot of people will agree with me, Eva Green. Oh, she's probably one of the most beautiful women in the world, and actually, one of her scenes in 300 was the only damn good thing about the film. I'm not going to say what scene, but if you're a guy, you probably like that scene a lot. So there we go, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. And the last little bunch, I'll also say which ones I got on Boxing Day. I'm happy Canada has Boxing Day, though the sales aren't really the same. Disney Movie Rewards, just used my points and picked up Reign of Fire. I enjoy the hell out of this one. I don't know why nobody else did. Saw it in the theater back in 2002, but yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. Picked this up for $5 at work. Haven't seen it yet. The Last Exorcism Part 2, so I've heard the mixed reviews and very negative, but I might enjoy it. And I got the Steelbook for Desperado. Kind of neat design. You've probably seen these ones, like they have the Karate Kid and some of those ones too, but I really wanted to get Desperado on Blu-ray. And I also picked up The Expendables 3, which I very much enjoyed. The only kind of weird thing I thought is seeing Harrison Ford and Arnie in the same frame was too weird. But seeing Ford and Sly in the same frame was normal. I don't know why, but I enjoyed this. My parents enjoyed it. We like all three films. If you wanted a damn plot, you came to the wrong place. This is for people who like kick-ass action films, and for people like me who grew up with half of these guys. I grew up watching Arnie, Sly, Dolph Lundgren, and Mel Gibson, and Harrison Ford, who is one of my greatest heroes. So, yeah. There we go, Expendables 3. Okay, this next bunch I got on Black Friday. I know this was $7.99, and again, putting it off until it became cheap. It's one of my favorite Harrison Ford movies. I got to see it in the theater back in '97, and that is Air Force One. Absolutely awesome film by Wolfgang Peterson, who directed Neverending Story, A Certain Movie I finally picked up, and Outbreak. Really great movie. And this was on sale for $4.99. Boogie Nights, another one I'd been putting off for years, till it went down to a good price. Because, I mean, $15 for a movie that's almost 20 years old, that's a little much. So, this wasn't on sale, but I was like, fuck it, I really want to see this film. And it is done by Wolfgang Peterson, and that is Das Boot. I don't care if it's in German. I really wanted to check this movie out. I gave way for this one. I have never seen it less than $20. And I don't think it will go anywhere under 15. And it's a Christmas movie. It's one of my all-time favorites, and that, of course, is Jim Carrey's The Grinch. $16.99, and I thought, you know what, screw it. I love this movie, and that's probably the cheapest I'll ever see it. And this was one of the big ones I want to get, believe it or not, because it's a 3D, 2D DVD, and I think it has a digital copy? Not sure, but it was on sale for $9.99, and I was like, I want it, I have the other two, and that is Men in Black 3, with the neat lenticular cover. I know a lot of people didn't like this one, but never know, I might enjoy it. And picked this up for, I think, $4.99, one of my favorite Mel Gibson films I saw in the theater, The Patriot. And, actually kind of sad news is one of the young actresses who played his daughter passed away, the one with a very emotional scene going, Papa, trying to run after him when he leaves. Yeah, she died this year. I didn't know that. It's kind of sad, but it's a really great movie. It's one of the few Roland Emmerich films I really, really love. There's this, there's Day After Tomorrow, 2012, and of course Independence Day. We know how I feel about Godzilla, so I won't go there. And this was the only big sale for me, because these run to about $74 to $79.99 here, and found it for $29. And that is the complete 9th season of Supernatural. Awesome, awesome show. I have a feeling it's going to end pretty soon. It's almost getting to the point where they're starting to run, it looks like they're starting to run out of ideas, but I hope they continue it for a couple of years, because I love, particularly Castiel. I love him. And this one I got for $4.99, and that is, I'm not a fan of Adam Sandler, but I haven't seen Blended, but I love 50 First Dates, and this one, of course, being The Wedding Singer. Can't go wrong with, I just love him and Drew Barrymore together. They're just awesome together. And these next ones, I all got at the flea market for a grand total of $40, which is pretty good for 8 Blu-rays. The first one I picked up was The 40-Year-Old Virgin. I love this movie, saw it in the theater. It's so much fun. It's extremely raunchy, but it's awesome. Saw that, I did say I saw that in the theater. And I picked up Blue Crush, which I also saw in the theater, and I enjoyed this. It was so much fun. And finally got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon on Blu-ray. I've been putting it off for a while. So when I found it, I was like, yep, mine. Same as with this one. The Departed. excellent, excellent Martin Scorsese film. Finally got him the well-deserved Oscar, though still my favorite is The Aviator. And got Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Still have not seen this yet. Just like the DVD, I had it and never got around to watching it. Hopefully I'll finally do it now. And then saw this in the theater and enjoyed it. Hero. It is a fun martial arts film. It's a great, great movie. I got Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven. I know this is very hated, but I really want to check it out because I love Ridley Scott. I think the only film of his I didn't like was American Gangster, believe it or not. I thought that was boring. And I saw this in the theater and I enjoyed it, and I even enjoyed Ben Affleck's performance, though it wasn't the best in interpretation of the character, and that is Sum of All Fears. Of course, Harrison Ford, to me, being Jack Ryan. But yeah, I enjoyed this for what it was, a good little action adventure film. So yeah, I don't know. I prefer Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit over this, and kind of sad that that didn't get what it deserved, because that was a great thriller, and thought Chris Pine did an excellent job playing Jack Ryan. So yeah, Sum of All Fears, and there we go. That's everything from October to November, and then the next video will be everything I bought in December, which I will probably wait for New Year's Day. So I hope you guys all have a safe and happy New Year's Eve party, but don't party too much, and be safe. So I guys hope you guys have a great night, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.